got the tan.
Today's episode is brought to you by Hardscape Ceiling Supply, your go-to source for top-tier ceiling products made for the grind. Whether you're protecting pavers, concrete, or natural stone, they've got the gear and guidance to help your jobs last longer and shine brighter. Trusted by pros who know the difference. From prep to finish, seal the deal with Hardscape Ceiling Supply. From cleaning to sealing, restoration to protection. They support pros who know the difference. Available exclusively at Daytona Pressure North, located at 2323 North State Street, building number 138, Bunnell, Florida. And tell them you heard it here on the Clean Humor Podcast.
This November 4th through the 5th, the Panhandle Expo takes over Panama City Beach. The #1 free event for pressure washing and soft washing contractors. Learn from the best in the industry with powerful training sessions that will sharpen your skills and help grow your business. Experience top vendors, hands-on demonstrations, and the latest equipment live and in action. Network with contractors from across the country at the Edgewater Beach and Golf Resort. November 5th and 6th. Registration is free, but spots go fast. Register today at panhandleexpo.com.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Clean Humor Show. This is Thursday night. Trudy is down in the Big Apple.
Live from New York.
She's in the big city of New York tonight. She's going to stay on here for a little bit with us. We're here tonight with Phil Conway, and it's going to be a good show tonight. We're going to kick everything off and thank our sponsors for sponsoring the Panhandle event. Our platinum sponsors is Hardscape Ceiling and C3 Skid. Our gold sponsors are PWNA, Freedom Wash Supply. We want to thank them, very special people right there that comes out and sponsors us every year, and we're glad y'all do that. Y'all put so much into the show to help us get it going and everything, and we want to thank y'all from the bottom of our hearts for that. Y'all guys are awesome. We want encourage everybody to shop with these sponsors that sponsors the Panhandle event, because without that, they can't do what they do.
Yeah, we can't have a show without them. I mean, without the volunteers, the trainers, the speakers, the sponsors, there's no way we could do this show without any of you guys. Panhandle team is amazing every year. They bust their butt. They've been busting their butt. College right now is loading pallets of stuff and, swag and banners and everything. Just they work their butt off to get this show ready for the contractors. And I'm shivering because I'm Floridian and, this is my jacket. I don't have a big jacket. It's cold in New York. It's cold. I don't like it.
You always wind up being in cold places with no jacket.
I know. Well, I mean, I've got a jacket. It just isn't New York type jacket. But if I bought one, I wouldn't need it in Florida, would I?
No, not hardly. But Tuesday, we got classes need get signed up for. We're going to have the PWNA safety certification, Greg's paver sealing, David Session founder workshop. Encourage y'all to go get ready for that. And then it all starts. We all get where we are with everything that is going to be happening with the circuit training and stuff going on that Wednesday. Registration door is going to open at 7. Opening welcome sessions is going to be at 8:15.
Oh, it got loud. All right, that truck's almost going.
Then we're going to start at 9 o'clock. The circuit training starts, and it goes all the way up to lunchtime. And then we'll have a couple after lunch. And then at 3, Trudi and Jeremiah Jarrell is going to do property plant protection. And then we'll have closing remarks. And then that Wednesday night, we're going to have a social and drinks. It's going to be right there, pretty close to where we're at. It's like almost right next door. So
yeah, it's walking.
Everybody won't have to be driving.
I'm going to walk over here, and you guys can see if you recognize anybody over here. I'm just going to go right over here. You can look right in there. Can you see?
Is that the naked cowboy behind you?
No, that's not. Well, yeah, well, he's a cowboy. It's from Wyoming, but he's not usually naked. Anyway. So yeah, no, it's a great. Oh, go ahead. You're still doing the schedule. Go ahead. I just had to interrupt.
Yep. And y'all go the app store and download this app for the Panhandle Expo. I did it. I've been looking at it, and that's what I just told y'all the times and stuff that's going to be happening and stuff. And we'll get on into Thursday's thing here in a minute. We're going to let Phil talk for a minute and introduce himself and what they do down there in Daytona with the sealing business and washing, and talk about them 2 pretty babies he's got sitting behind him back here.
Yes, sir. I don't think I need to introduce myself, but I'll go ahead and do it. Phil Conway, Hardscape Seal and Supply. We're located in Flagler County, and we've got a nice big shop over here. I'll walk around in a minute and show off some of these machines and stuff that we've got in stock. Specifically, the ones behind me are from PSI, which is a phenomenal dealer that we deal with. One of our, you got your P40 with that nice brand new manifold key start. And this has been one of my favorite machines down here that's been selling like hotcakes, is the baby brother to the P40. The BPX 25 PP, it's actually a 7-gallon per minute, 270 PSI key start, gas powered soft wash machine. So I know a lot of people, they've got their 12 volts and they want a gas powered machine, but when you're swapping from a 12 volt up to a P40, one of the biggest things that happens if you got to pay a lot of money. So you're switching from a 1/2 inch all the way up to a 1 inch batch mixer. Then you've got the P40, which is $2,400 to $2,600, depending if you're getting key start or pool start. What's great about the 7 gallon per minute is you can run this through your 1/2 inch. So all you're paying for is the 7 gallon per minute. You don't have to upgrade from a 1/2 inch hose to 5/8 soft wash hose. You don't have to upgrade the manifold and all that stuff. So it's beautiful.
Well,
and
that'd be almost like a plug and play right there then.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gets you right out of the 12 volt and right into the gas powered world real quick. And that's one of PSI's batch bandits, and we've been selling them a lot. So
they're awesome. They're awesome.
What's the range difference in them between them?
Literally like 15 feet. It's nothing crazy. Because you're still shooting almost the same PSI out of it.
Right.
They just your gallons per minute is dropping down, which is nice because I don't know how many of y'all try cleaning a roof with a P40, but you're literally having to run.
Yeah.
So 7 gallons per minute is nice cleaning a roof.
Oh yeah.
Well, guys, I'm gonna let me say a few things. I'm gonna jump off because I'm freezing, I'm shaking, and I don't like it. But yeah, the app is free, and everybody that's coming to the event should download it. If there's any schedule changes, it's going to be on there. If there's announcements, it's going to be on there. So it's a voluntary show. People volunteer their time to teach and train. Things happen. We know things happen in life. So if something happens and there's a cancellation, we'll let you guys know what the difference is. It's like, okay, well, this is not the class at this time. We're now doing this, just to keep you guys informed of what's going on. And it's a great tool to have. We'll be using it every year. And so make sure you keep it. Don't delete it when you're gone. If you're going to come next year, just keep it on your phone. It's a great tool to have. And, I already thanked everybody for, volunteering their time, because without them, we wouldn't have a show. And, we do it for the love of the industry. Contractors are giving their time. They're giving their spending their own money to come and help other contractors, fellow contractors. So, the guys are awesome. On the back end, we have Deb Marketing. We couldn't have done it without her. She's done the website. She did the app. She's doing everything that, us old people, me and Anthony, I'm talking, not you, Phil, can't do, which you put a computer in front of my face. I'm just like, I don't know what to do right now. So Deb Marketing's been awesome. She's knocked it out of the ballpark, not ballroom. And she's been doing great. So I want to thank everybody that's involved in helping. And Anthony, I'm going to let you take it from here. Phil, nice seeing you. We'll see you in 16 days.
Good seeing you too. Don't have too much fun tonight.
16 days.
16 days. Yeah. It's crazy.
You'll probably see me before 16 days, though.
Well, you got a pear tree to cut down. Is that right?
Yeah. Partridge in the pear tree.
All right. Well, I can't see everybody's comments. So hi, everybody who's on right now. I can't wait to see you guys.
We got Casey, Chris, Dave. I'm not sure how to say that guy's name. Otis is his last name. And Alicia, she's on here, and Jared.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you. You guys have a great night. I'm going to go get warmed up and start drinking. No, I'm not working. So you guys I see you next Thursday.
See you then. Have fun.
Oh, yeah. Be careful.
Will do. All right, guys. Bye.
All right. Now the boss
Wow,
lady.
it's your sound
We're going to
quiet.
clean up.
I can hear again.
Right. So we winded up at the Huge together. Awesome convention. A lot of networking going on, talking to people. What would you say? I know the difference, but compare the Huge to what the Panhandle.
I think that the biggest difference with the Panhandle as opposed to the Huge, which the Huge is a phenomenal show. Like you said, there's a lot of great networking, a lot of incredible individuals there. Great companies are set up there. But what's different with the Panhandle is there's so many hands-on circuit trainings. So there's a lot of specialty trainings at the Panhandle event where you're not paying for. You want to know how to stripe parking lots. You want to know how to clean tennis courts. You want to know how to operate the drone, how to do window cleaning, like how to do paver sealing. We have free circuit training set up throughout the entire event that everybody gets to go to and watch and learn all these new tools of the trade to add into their business so that they can make more money.
Yeah. Now it's awesome. I've been part of it ever since she's had it. I went to the first one, just kind of helped out. And then I kind of got a little bit more in depth in it. And this year I got plunged, might as well say, in it. But I love it. I wouldn't have it no other way. I love my job. I love what I do. I love the company, love the industry, and everybody that's involved. There've been a lot of people help me get to where I'm at and everything. And it's just awesome to be around everybody. When you get down there, people's like, man, I don't know. I had people say, well, I don't know nobody down there. Well, you know a lot of people when you leave, Right.
And that's the whole point. You shouldn't, you go into networking meetings and stuff. The point isn't to go sit next to somebody that you know. The point is to meet new people, because that's where growth comes from, right?
Yeah.
So it's about meeting new people, making new connections, learning new things. It's not about going and sitting next to your best friend and goofing off the entire time. And when you said you've been plunged, I think what we should be saying is that you've been Panhandle baptized.
There you go. And but it's awesome, and then we go out. I mean, we go out in groups and eat and stuff, but we got the social. Everybody's welcome to come to this one restaurant. And when you get around everybody, it feels like family. Right. We was at the Huge. They was me, you, and Raj was there, and a couple other people from
Dave Starling, and
I can't think of the other guy's name, the other two. But anyway, and we all sit there and we just talked about the industry, talked about the products and stuff, and the knowledge and stuff you get from people is just phenomenal. And just encourage everybody to come out and be a part of this. Is just, I can't stress it enough. You can't afford not to go to a free show where you're going to learn all of this stuff. And then y'all bring in equipment, y'all bring in trailers and skids and stuff and set them up. I mean, and people can ask questions. I mean, if they got something that's on your trailer and you got problems with it, they got problems with it. I mean, they can ask you about that problem, or say they could go to PSI booth and say, hey, I'm having a problem out of this. I don't know what it is. And they'll get the answers that they need. That's the main thing there. We're there to help everybody. It's just not there just to show off the pretty machinery and stuff.
Right.
So when we get into Thursday, I think you got the opening session.
Yes, sir.
Thursday at 9:00.
I hope everybody's ready.
Can you do it in 45 minutes?
Oh yeah, we can do it in 45 minutes. It's gonna be a lot of knowledge packed into 45 minutes, but it's gonna be some of the best knowledge that a lot of these people have ever had. So
yeah,
we're excited for
it. You want to not get into everything, but
so I think without getting into everything completely, the gist of the training, you know, in the industry, there's a lot of different trainings that take place, but there's not a lot of people that talk about the actual growth to getting off of the truck. You know, I enjoy washing, you know, and I was actually just having a Facebook conversation with somebody in regards to this. Washing's fun. I enjoyed being on the truck when I was on the truck, but it's not, as a business owner, being on the truck is not for me for forever, you know? And even if it was for me, like I wanted to be on a truck for forever, it doesn't mean that I don't build systems and we don't build a business around that's still operational with or without me, right? And kind of what I got into with that conversation was, listen, as a business owner, if I fall off of a roof, God forbid, and I was to break a leg or something and be out for 6 months, and I was a sole business owner, I was the employee for my business. What happens? What happens to my wife? What happens to my kids? You know, they've got nothing coming in. I mean, obviously, I would say in this industry, a very, very high percentage of individuals do not have proper insurances in place. They don't have proper retirements in place. So what are we supposed to do? Work for 25, 30, 40 years and then still have nothing? No, the reason we're getting into this is for freedom, right?
Right.
And freedom comes in many fashions.
Yep.
But when it comes to growth, there's 4 barriers that you have to break through, and we'll get into a lot of that during our training seminar. But number 1 for the growth barrier, what do you think that would be?
Number 1, to grow your business.
Yeah, to get to the growth barrier, what do you think number 1 is?
Everybody hollering marketing.
Yeah, so you have to be able to burst through your comfort zone, right?
Oh,
Everybody loves staying comfortable.
Yep.
So that would be part of it, right? People don't want to spend money. They're comfortable. They want to just go out and knock on doors and stuff like that, and they don't want to spend money to grow their business. So number 1 is you have to burst through the comfort zone.
I've heard an old saying one time before. Somebody told me, sometimes you got to do something you never done to get something you never have.
Correct.
Or something like that. So like you said, I mean, when I first started, man, I was nervous. I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, well, I did. I ain't going to say that, because the company I worked for, the guy owned like 140 gas stations. And we went out and we cleaned them. We pressure washed the canopy, or washed the canopy, pressure washed the concrete and all that stuff. But we scrubbed them with brushes on scissor lifts, with brushes and a bucket of bleach and degreaser and everything. And it was horrible, I mean, because you get chemical burns on your hands, your arms. We had guys having to go to the hospital because of it and stuff, and wind up with 3rd-degree burns and stuff from chemicals and stuff. And it was horrible. It was a horrible place to work. And, you know, and then when I quit, well, I said, well, what you going to do? What you want to do? She wanted me to stay home, be her house husband, but that wasn't going to work too long. But we sat down. I said, I think I want to open up a pressure washing business. So we started out with probably $2,500 and went and got some banks to do, and winded up with some Applebee's to do. Applebee's, they don't pay nothing up in this area. And but it was a start. It got me my foot in the door. It gave me good references for other companies. And then it just started growing. And then all of a sudden COVID hit, and it was like everybody called. They was doing nothing commercial no more or anything. But good thing about it, my residential went up.
Oh
Because
yeah.
everybody wanted everything cleaned and,
Right.
and everything. So we did more house washes in the span of that. I'm gonna say that almost that whole year that COVID was just running wild,
Right.
than I probably have the whole time I've been in business.
Right.
And but I mean, I love doing houses. I mean, it's easy, but you know, we focus more on commercial side of stuff.
Right.
But I mean, you don't have to have $10,000-$15,000 to get in this industry and make it work.
Right.
I mean, you know, there's been people that started out like I did, you know,
Mm-hmm.
a couple $1,000, you know,
Right.
just, and everybody asks, well, how do you start? You wash your family and your friends' houses, Facebook. And that word of mouth and Facebook is your best friend when you first starting out and you don't really have the money to put into digital marketing, like getting a line of them to run your Facebook ads or stuff like that. I mean, you know, I've washed houses for free. Just say, hey, you know, put it out there, share it, tell everybody about it, put a yard sign in the yard and everything. And, you know, you be out there and the neighbor come up.
Right.
Hey, man, can I get my house done? What do you charge to do my house and driveway? You know, I've done one house and had three or four different neighbors the same day come up and want their house done. So, I mean, that one day or that 1 3-4 hour job turned into a couple of days out there. So, and, but get you some good swag going on. Don't go out there looking like a thug.
Right.
Be presentable, be professional looking, you know, your shirt, our shirts, you know, we got our logos on them and stuff. We got hats that's got our logos on them.
Right.
And everything, but just be professional looking. And the biggest thing, do what you say you're going to do.
Correct.
Is what really helped me. I had somebody tell me that one time.
You can't just look the part, you have to act the part as well.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of that falls into number 3 of what the growth phase is. So number 2 is going to be breaking past your fear barrier, because once you've decided to move out of your comfort zone, you're going to have fear. There's going to be things that you're going to be fearful of, right? So you have to have the mindset to be able to break through the fear barrier and not cower to it. So then once you break through that fear barrier, then you're going to have your third barrier, which your third barrier is going to be education and learning. So there's so much education that you need to be doing inside of this industry. Everybody is coming to the Panhandle Expo. Why is everybody coming to the Panhandle Expo?
To learn.
To learn, right? To be better, to grow their business, to grow themselves. So a lot of people have already committed to growth. They've committed to breaking through the fear. They're just looking for people to help assist them along the way. So,
Yeah.
And then once you break past the fear and you get into learning and education, the next barrier you break through is growth. And then it's just a repeated cycle, because you continuously hit new levels of growth, and you're going to hit a comfort zone again. You've hit that growth and now you're comfortable. And now you've got to decide to burst through the comfort zone again and just keep going through the four cycles. And a lot of people don't understand, like, yeah, you don't need a lot of money to get started in this industry, but how long do you want to be lifting a 4-gallon per minute pressure washer out of your truck and dragging all the hose and wheeling it up to the house and knocking on doors nonstop, being the only way of getting business? People ask me all the time, Phil, what marketing should I be doing? My response to them, yes. Everything. Everything. We're in newspapers. We're in magazines. We're on social media. We go to all these events, right? I'm commenting constantly, organically in Facebook pages. We go to weekly networking meetings. You should be doing everything, and people are so scared to commit to paying somebody to run their Facebook ads, but they don't understand if they were to do number 3, which is education and learning, they would understand that you find the right person to do the job, right? Pressure washing is one of the greatest industries because everything is right here in our hands, right here in this tiny little phone. Everything is right there. Everything that you need to know to be successful. If you're not being successful in this industry, you're not taking advantage of all of the free education and all the learning that's taking place because it's all literally right here at our fingertips. You know, you say $2,500 to start off. You know, you don't even need to have the equipment. You can rent equipment once you get the jobs. Like, say you want to get into this.
We got a guy.
Like why if that's the route you want to take, you don't want to invest in a trailer and everything else. I would almost say that it's smarter to not have the equipment yet and go get on Facebook. You know, run some ads. $2,500. Take that $2,500. You pay somebody great. We utilize Clean Marketing. They're phenomenal. I $1,500 in ad spend, $1,000 a month for my company, and we turn that into $30,000-$40,000 every single month because they know what they're doing. So you start getting all of these estimates that are coming in, and as you're booking the jobs, you start renting a couple of machines, or you start taking deposits. You book them out 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You start taking 50% deposits on every single job, and then you take all that money and you go buy yourself a quick little trailer and machine and everything else. You don't have jobs scheduled for 3 weeks, but you've got all the deposits on the jobs, right?
Yep.
And you start working.
And make sure you go do them jobs.
Right.
Don't take people's money and run. I mean, I've heard
No,
that.
if you're a professional business, you should be taking deposits on jobs. And I agree with you that you shouldn't be taking money and running, but you won't be in business at all long, right? But
you hear horror stories all the time.
No, I agree with you. But running and when you start coming into this growth phase, and it's no longer just me on a truck, right? I've got 3, 4, 5 crews that are scheduled to be washing. If I'm not taking deposits on jobs, and me personally, I don't take up to 50%. We just do 25% because we want a little bit of skin in the game, and we want these people to understand that I'm not going to leave 75% on the table, but they're going to put skin in the game because they're not going to call us the day before and say, hey, yeah, my cat's sick, so you can't come over to the house, you know? So you take the deposit. It's a save the date for that date. Obviously, if there's an emergency, they can change the date, but you're not going to put my crew out of work for a day or 2 days or 3 days, right? So deposits are extremely important in this field, especially if you're looking to grow your company.
Yeah, I've had a couple bigger. Well, one, we did some apartments for a company, and when I gave him the price, he said, "Do I need to get you a check, an upfront check, a deposit, anything?" I said, "No, I got it. We're just spraying water, man.
Right.
We ain't got to go out here and buy a bunch of stuff." But it was there. He brought it up. I didn't. I don't.
Right.
I've never considered. I mean, we don't do a whole lot of big ceiling jobs. I mean, ain't a lot of stuff here. Well, around where we live, I have to go buy sealers and stuff. Now, I have done it with another customer that I told her I had to have it to cover the supplies because you had a big driveway and it had a border all the way around it and everything. And, but she understood. I used to work for her dad. So she said, "Oh, yeah, no problem." And, and stuff like that. But, man, it's so easy. I mean, I look at it like this. If you get in this industry, and if you're not making it, it's yourself. It's your own problem.
100%.
You're going to be the enemy in that situation because, like you said, everything's right there. You can pick your phone up. You can learn how to soft wash a roof. You can learn how to seal pavers. You
can learn how to set your alarm at 6 o'clock in the morning and wake up and get started before 10:30.
Yeah, that's a big in there too. You know, I know people that they don't get started at 11, 12 o'clock. I'm like, dude,
right.
I've been up. I've ate breakfast. I've been to the gym. I've ate a snack. I've got truck loaded up, ready to go and waiting on folks to get to work before then.
Right.
And some cases you already done went and washed the house before then.
Right.
But the thing about the event is just, it's phenomenal. I mean, the growth and stuff there, and the floor plan that we got laid out, everything, and just, it's awesome. And there it is. I mean, you can look at the companies that is in that floor plan there. If you don't take away something, you don't want to learn. You don't want to take away anything.
Right.
And
No,
then go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I completely agree. I mean, looking at the map of everybody that's gonna be there, there is a ton of incredible companies that are listed throughout. And what's amazing is the entire floor is sold out, right?
Mhm.
So every
Yep.
single corner that you go to, there's something to learn. Why? Because these are all profitable businesses, people that have been there, that have done that. You've got businesses that own pressure washing companies, and they also have stores. You have people that have been in the store business for over 30 years.
Yep.
And what's great about this entire group of individuals is everybody's willing to help everybody out. You know, one of my biggest things that I've decided coming into the industry is I'm just going to be an open book. I have nothing to hide. Why? Because people that are going to get it are going to get it. People that aren't, they aren't. So it doesn't, for me to share my wealth and everything that's gotten me to where I'm at today in a short 6 years. I mean, 6 years ago, I was literally living paycheck to paycheck, over $50,000 in debt as a law enforcement officer, and I wanted more. And I started a company, part-time pressure washing. Like you said, you don't need a lot of money. I started out with $10,000, and I put $2,500 into graphics, wrapping my truck, getting uniforms. I paid $6,000 for a small little trailer that had a 4-gallon, two 4-gallon per minutes and a soft wash on an aluminum trailer. And actually, that trailer is still, the guy that bought it from me 6 years ago is still in the business. He comes to my shop now and he purchases from our shop, you know.
Still running the same trailer you ran.
Still running the same trailer. He did upgrade to an 8-gallon per minute, but aluminum trailers last forever if you're taking care of them, right? So it's important, especially for people looking for builds and stuff. Aluminum is a great option. I understand it's a couple extra $1,000 more, but it's definitely worth the money. But with that whole map, people are just, they're helpful, right? We get phone calls all the time. Hey, I'm having an issue with this piece of equipment. I understand you didn't sell it to me, but do you have some knowledge for me? And I'll take the time out of my day and I talk to them, even though I'm not making money, or, we're not getting paid for it. Like, it's just, it feels good to have that knowledge and be able to give that knowledge to somebody else that they can continuously be successful themselves. So,
But then when they need something, a piece of equipment, they say, "Hey, man, I called Phil. I didn't even buy nothing from him. I
right,
called him up, and he spent an hour with me on the phone fixing my machine. So
right.
why don't we just go show him some love?" And
We do get a lot of that. We are definitely appreciative of it. It's definitely not the reason why we're doing what we do, but it definitely helps out in the long run. These stores are expensive to keep running. You see it all the time. Stores open, stores close. It's not a joke. There's a lot of money going in and there's a lot of money going out. So
probably more going out and coming in most days.
not if you have proper systems in place.
I've tried to get Trudi to do one up here where we work. We got a small, it's Etowah Chemical owns the place, but it's a small place, extremely expensive.
Right.
Stuff. I mean, I'm talking, I bought, I think 10 O-rings and they're like $253 a piece.
Oh
from
yeah.
Quick Connects.
Yeah. We've got a wall of Quick Connects, and that the wall is worth $10,000-$15,000. People don't understand how much it takes to put into it,
Yeah. And I tried to get her to start one up here. I told her I'd run it for her. And she just, I don't know. She said it takes too much. And I understand that. I've looked into it and had a couple of guys want to go in and do it together. And I'm like, man, y'all realize what we're going to get into. I said, you're going to have $300,000 or $400,000 worth of stuff sitting on the floor and it don't sell. Somebody got to pay for it.
Right.
So,
well, that's where great customer service comes into play.
Yeah.
Being friendly, right? Being a good salesperson, doing what you say you're going to do. Everything that, I think that for me, like, I'm good at it because I started out as an owner of a pressure washing company.
Yep.
where I was dealing with customers all day long. And the only way to be successful in a service industry is you have to do what you say you're going to do. You have to be professional. You have to be nice, you know? So bringing that into the shop, it's really helped blossom our growth substantially.
We got like 10 pressure washer or companies, probably, I'm going to say in our county. I'm not going to say in the city, but in our county. We live in city and county. And every time we go to build something, or if we go to build a new trailer or something, we got to order all of our hoses in, our 1-inch hoses, or everything. It's got to be ordered in. And that's something we was looking at, try to keep from doing, and we could just buy it and just bulk and,
right,
and sell it out. But I'm not. I don't know about all that. I ain't ready to take that plunge yet.
Four barriers.
4 barriers.
You got to break through that comfort zone, boy.
Yeah. But let's go over here. Let's see what we got on the schedule for after you. You go first thing Thursday morning.
Yes, sir.
And then the showroom's going to open up at 9:30. And then at 10 to 11, we got Jared and Trudi. They're going to do paid marketing. It says free and paid marketing. And then we're going to have insurance people come in. It's Connie Phillips. I don't think she's going to be there. I think she's sending somebody. I think they said that she wasn't going to be able to make it this year, which is,
oh man,
phenomenal lady right there, man. She gave so much insight to me last year because I told her about an incident that happened that we had at a store. Had a girl fall inside the store, which come across while we was washing, and she had Crocs on. Feet slid out from under. She landed on her booty and didn't hurt her. But anyway, we
just got 30. We've got 30 wet floor signs for our commercial. We dropped them wet floor signs all over the place.
Yeah. And but she told me, she said in that instant, if she wanted to sue, she'd have to sue all 3 parties. She just couldn't come after me. She had to come after the guy that was renting the place and the gas company.
Right.
And everything. And I said, well, we had wet signs up, slippery when wet, everything blocked off. I said, when you do in a storefront, you can't just block off the doors, not let people in.
Right.
And she said, it really don't matter. You can sue you for anything. Really, whether she win or not is going to be a different story. But anyway, they got a booth that's sitting on the floor also. So that gives guys an opportunity. If they got certain questions, they need to ask their insurance company. There's a go-to right there that will help them out, because a lot of people don't have insurance.
Right.
I mean, there's guys.
I heard Connie Phillips has some incredible prices as well. Insurance prices jump drastically from state to state, and through each individual business as well. You can get 10 quotes in the same exact city, and one will be $45,000 a year, and the other one will be $3,000 for the year. Now, I understand a lot comes into play with the different payouts and all that good stuff, but you have to pay attention to, and you really need to see what it is that you need, whether it be commercial insurance, whether it be your workman's comp, whether it be your personal liability. Everybody should be having all these things, and especially those that are looking to get into commercial work, right?
Oh,
because every single one of these commercial jobs, HOAs, larger buildings, commercial properties, they all require all 3 of those: the liability, commercial vehicle insurance, and workman's comp. They don't take I'm the owner operator and a sign off. They want workman's comp regardless. So anybody that's looking to get into those commercial jobs, you got to have it.
Some of them, like that apartment complex we did, they took a percentage off of the check and ran us through theirs, workman's comp. And I got 2 places that does that. Matter of fact, one of them in Montgomery, and then in that other company, they just take a percentage. I think it's like 10%.
Right.
Which no more than what we need it right now. it's not really worth me going to get it.
Right.
We've waived the issue of it. But if we get up and getting in more and more and more of the bigger industrial jobs, which probably we're going to pursue in the next year or so. And good night, James. Good to have you. And but we'll have to look into it, because when you go get and work for Pepsi and Amazon and all these companies, I mean, you have to have it. But
Well, what's funny is the state mandates and requires that companies have workman's comp, but it's one of the hardest insurances to obtain. Like most of the time, and this might be a good little nugget for everybody to hear, but most of the time you have to have 6 to 10 or 15 employees for an insurance company to entertain giving you workman's comp, which is absolutely mandatory, but you have to have employees. So what they end up doing is you have to put your employees through a secondary business, where like this business hires all of your employees and they're the ones that are cutting the checks, so you get the workman's comp for it. But most people don't know, if you utilize QuickBooks for your payroll, QuickBooks actually has an option to add, even if you have 1 or 2 employees, you can add them onto workman's comp through QuickBooks, and QuickBooks will remove that money for you, and it'll sign all your employees up for workman's comp. So
that was a free nugget there, guys. Didn't have to pay for that one. See, we give stuff away for free. I didn't even know that about that. I mean, I've heard several people tell me about that, but never said anything about that right there. Then we go on down. 11:45. We got AC Locklear. They're going to be probably, I don't really know what he's going to be speaking on. Have you heard what he's going to be speaking on? I know his son's going to do circuit training and window.
I know that man is a wealth of knowledge.
Whatever it is, it's going to be worth it.
He's been in this industry a long time, and he has made a lot of money. And anybody that's making a lot of money, you should have your ears wide open.
Bring your pen and paper. Bring your pen and notebook.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be sitting in that class, because that man has been places I want to go.
He's been places all of us want to go, brother. Then we're gonna take a lunch break. Then at 1, we're gonna have demos outside. Trudy's gonna have a Women of Wash social. That's be for all the ladies. I'm not sure if that's just if the wives can come and go to it, or is it just women that's in the industry themselves, but we'll leave that up to her. And then we're going to have an expert Q&A question, which we didn't do last year. I think because we're kind of running a little behind, but we're going to have the expert panel with questions and answers. That's where all of y'all come in, sit on the panel up front, and and everybody gets to ask y'all questions of stuff, of what anything they want to ask you. They get to pick your brain kind of on a personal thing. And then we have giveaways, and that's the funnest thing about the thing. Last year there was so many stuff to give away.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna say probably $20,000 worth of stuff got gave away last year.
Surface cleaners. So, I think I saw somebody go away with an 8-gallon per minute machine.
Yeah, was it probably. There was a P40 that had a proportional valve system on it.
Oh yeah.
There was that gave away a surface cleaner, a couple surface cleaners, as a matter of fact. I know Whisper Wash, they do one specially for their event. And and then I think Trudi and them gives away 1 or 2, and they give away a machine or so. And and Veloci, when he left, he said, "Man, I ain't gonna drag this stuff back with me." He said, "Here, give it away."
Right.
And they was no telling how much stuff was in them bags. I mean,
so what you're saying is, on top of this entirely free event with all of this free information, you're also going to be getting free stuff.
Correct.
Wow.
Well, we had red tickets they gave away last year for so many dollars amount, and you got a ticket. But we're going to get away from that this year and make it a little bit easier. But we got told that the system we ain't tried it out yet. We don't need no classic failures in the middle of this. We're back to the red tickets, but it's not going to be quite as many red tickets, they said, because we had the thing wouldn't even hardly roll the red tickets around and flop them up. I mean, there was people that had just thousands of tickets,
and
stuff. And But yeah, I mean, it's free stuff. I mean, you buy stuff, but you have a chance to win it at the end. And then, who knows? You may just walk up and somebody give you something. You never know when you go to this event.
Right.
But everything is just everything down there. Everybody comes in. Y'all not getting paid to do what y'all do. C3 and them, they don't get paid. Veloci and them don't get paid. PSI don't get paid. Nobody you see on that floor plan gets paid to be at this show.
Right.
It's all done out of the goodness of their heart. They want people to learn, be experienced, and know what they're doing when we go out and be the best in our industry that we can be. We don't want to be a bunch of $99 guys, which don't knock them. You got to start somewhere if that's what you want to do.
Right.
But we want everybody to be the best at what we do. And being around people like you and Jared and the rest of the gang, I mean, you can't fail. I mean, if you got the right people in your corner, the right people to talk to, I mean, there's no way. There's no way you should be able to fail. That's what I said.
Failure is not an option.
Somebody was like, well, what if it don't happen? I said, it's going to happen.
Right.
The first year was kind of rough, get going. But after that, it just started just climbing. And, to be one truck, one man and a helper, we well over 6 figures. I mean, we live comfortable. I mean,
right.
We don't hurt for nothing. God's blessed us. God's blessed the business, and it's all glory to him because of it.
If you have the mindset that it's not if, it's when, then you are going to win, right? It's not if, it's when. When is it coming?
Yeah.
It all falls down to dedication, just
what really lit the fire for me, Phil, was when I went in and I told my boss man that owned the company, I turned him my notice in. He said, well, what do you think you're going to do? I said, I'm going to open up a pressure washing business. He said, you'll never make it. It'll never work. It lit a fire under me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had to make this thing work because I was no way I was going back to this guy and say, hey man, can I have my job back? I failed at a pressure washing business.
Right.
But in a way, I think he may have done that for a reason, to push me and motivate me.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he started his business, as he bought his first gas station in Holly Pond, Alabama, and everybody told him he was crazy when he told him he's going into the gasoline business. He built a company out of one gas station. It was called Jet Pet. If you've ever been through Alabama over the last 20 years, probably, I mean, you've seen them everywhere. And he built it up, bought right toward the end. He bought another company out in Montgomery where that pushed us probably to 160 stores. And then somebody come in and offered him mega money for it, and he sold out.
Right.
And but they told him, you'll never do it, you'll never make it. And he told me his story one time before, and he said that just threw fuel on the fire. He said it was not, I wasn't going to face these people in the town I live in, that I failed and I didn't do what I said I was going to do.
Right.
So, I mean, people can push you in certain ways. But people also out there, I mean, Facebook, man, you hear all kind of crazy stuff on Facebook. People say, well, what is SH? And the first thing somebody want to do is say, if you don't know what that is, you don't need to be watching.
Yeah. I actually just saw that tonight. Somebody asked.
Did you?
Somebody asked what paver sealing was, and he just got attacked, But I understand there's search bars. I understand but there truly are people that come into this industry and they don't know, but they want to learn, right?
Right.
So what do? You educate them.
Right.
And people just need to understand, they just need to drown out the noise, because most of these individuals that are hating and making silly comments and just being a joke, like, they're upset. They're upset. They've got things going on, and they don't know how to channel their emotions. So what do? They just start channeling their emotions in different directions. Like, it's kind of comical to watch that sometimes, but then you also feel bad for these individuals. It's like, man, like I almost want to just come over there and give you a hug. Like, you just need a hug, man. Like
Yeah,
where are you
we get
at?
on the
I'll
Mexico
come
and
give
say,
you,
man, it'll
like
be a
you got a
kind of,
free event. We got free equipment getting given out, and we got free hugs now. Like,
hey, we got it all. But then we got into parking lot striping late last year or year before. I can't remember when we started it, but anyway, I did a school in the town we used to live in. I do all the school over there, pressure washing. I did the big parking lot and everything, and I took pictures and videos, and it had my little Titan machine out there, which that's what I bought to start with.
mm-hmm.
I mean, I knew we was going to make money at it, but I put them on Facebook, somebody seen that machine out there, and they like, man, you need to get rid of that piece of junk and get your 3400 Graco and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, why? And they say, well, it does so much better and everything. And I'm like, this is getting the job done. They won't sit there and nitpick, but I say, hey, I made $6,000 a day. What'd you do today? You sitting at home?
Right.
And, some of them just, watch sports or couch quarterbacks or couch coaches. And that's kind of what some of them folks remind me of. They just
right.
Try to sit home and tell other folks how to do their job and what they need and everything. But we did upgrade to the better machine, and
right.
it sprays better and everything. But
right. And the issue is they're doing that, but they're not doing it in a tone that's receptive. You can't receive it. When you're attacking people and you're being nasty, like even if you have information or knowledge that is great, when you're bringing it forward in that type of manner, like nobody's able to receive it because all they can take is the negative emotions.
Yeah.
So.
But, yeah, it's all good. I mean, I try to stay in my lane. There's some people I aggravate and stuff on here. Like when we first started talking, we kind of pick at one another every once in a while on Facebook, but it's all in good fun.
Right.
I mean, who you can pick at, who you can aggravate and who you can't and everything. But man, back to this event. Let's get down here to the circuit training. See if you recognize any of these people. We got Judd West. He's going to be doing the gadgets.
Who's that?
Judd West.
I'm just kidding.
His class, his circuit training is probably one of the best that I've ever seen. I helped him the first couple of years that we done it. And you'll be amazed at people that didn't even have a ball valve on their machine, on their hose, or didn't have a swivel.
Oh, yeah.
On their hose, or, it's little stuff like that he teaches on and tells about.
Well, he's getting down to the basics and giving you information to save yourself a lot of time and a lot of headaches.
Yeah. I mean, if you go to the big box store, you buy a pressure washer, what you get? You get a pressure washer and you get a hose and a wand, and you get 4 tips.
Where's the ball valve?
All right. You don't get that. I mean, but
we're gonna have to boycott these stores, and they're gonna need to start putting some ball valves in their boxes.
Hey, they do it. Let's boycott them. I don't like them anyway. I try not to go in there least as possible, because every time I do, they take all my money.
Right.
But he's going to do the gadgets. I mean, there's all kind of gadgets out there. I mean, he goes over shooter tips, ball valves, injectors, the sludge.
Now he makes a piece of equipment that's taking over the industry. It's brand all over the place.
Yeah, it's called.
I'm assuming he goes into that as well, right?
Oh yeah, the Flow Pro.
Yes, sir.
It's a downstream system, that the remote, and it's awesome. I got I've had them on every piece of equipment I have.
Have you had the opportunity to test out his Gen 5 yet?
No, I have not.
That's a pretty impressive piece of equipment, the Gen 5. So he's actually created it to where you've got one remote with multiple buttons, and you can connect multiple different flow pros to it, or you can put your lights on there. You can put your on off for the GX200 for the
Yeah.
Flow Pro. You push one button, it turns the Flow Pro on. You push another button, it turns on your lights at nighttime. So everything's being done with a long range waterproof remote control. It's it's an impressive piece of equipment that he's created.
You got one yet?
Oh yeah.
Ain't got mine yet. I'm gonna hope he don't never listen to this, but I'm gonna steal one from him come November.
maybe he'll give a free one at the Panhandle.
Maybe he will. I'm sure he'll probably give away something. He usually does. He usually gives away a Flow Pro system.
Yeah.
Every year. But it's a phenomenal class. And then you got AC or AJ Locklear. He's gonna be doing window washing.
Okay.
And then PWNA, they're gonna do chemical safety. It's going to be part of the circuit training and speakers, and they're set up to do a free certification safety thing. The PWNA is, and I heard that they've never done this before, but it was free. So they're going to come in and do a safety course for free.
How many times do you log in on Facebook on one of the washing groups and you see a new burn every single day? New burn, different locations, some crazy areas, People don't understand. And for a lot of these burns, the chemical is sitting there for a long time.
Yep.
People are washing, it's dripping onto them, and they're just letting it sit there. Well, I got to get through this instead of going and washing it off. They don't understand. New individuals coming in don't truly understand how aggressive some of these chemicals are. So, for PWNA to be doing a free training course on chemicals and control, like, everybody should be jumping in on that. I'm hoping that we don't have a seat unfilled in that class.
Shouldn't. Because I've seen my guys, they'll be washing and be a drip or something. And I'm like, man, why don't y'all fix the O-ring, change the O-ring out. See if it fixes the problem. If it don't, change the whole quick connect out. Something's wrong with it. Let's not sit here and get wet.
Right.
When it starts getting cold up here, y'all gonna fix them leaks because y'all want to start getting wet. And then Kyle from Panhandle, he's gonna do a troubleshooting for your equipment and stuff, just basic troubleshooting.
Is this a first year for that?
No, he had it last year.
Last year, okay. Awesome.
He did it last year. I didn't get a chance to. I tried to walk around and kind of hit every one of them, but I missed that one. I missed Judge too, but
right now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's any other expos in the pressure washing industry where they're running a troubleshooting course. Have you seen?
I've not seen it.
Right.
And they say some of the, this is the biggest pressure washing event ever in the history, but it may be the biggest, but is it the best? That's what we want to focus on. We want Panhandle to be the best.
Right.
We also want to be, I told her I want to be the biggest, but we got to keep it. We got to keep it compressed so we can get everything in. And next year, I think we're talking about going to straight 3 days complete training next year. So it'll be 3-4 days of training.
Oh yeah.
And everything. And we had one trainer, they backed out on the parking lot striping. We filled the spot with David Session, the Founders Workshop. We filled that class with him. I was going to step in and do the paint class, but we filled it with that one. So next year I'll probably be on the parking lot striping side of it to do the training in that and everything. But that's a good lineup, man. If you don't come in there and you don't find something to learn about, some new information, some new machine that you might like, or new gadget or something you might need, and
we got a paper sealing course as well, right? Who's running that, Greg Tatum?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we got Greg Tatum. He's
That's
one
a
of the favorite sealing
Tuesday.
for us.
It'll be after the certification. Then that'd be Greg's class. Let me see if I get the times right quick. Go to this app right here.
Oh yeah, download that app right there at your fingertips.
It's there. I just got to get to the right days.
My the growth was substantial after I learned how to do paver sealing, and we started offering that to our clients. Paver sealing is huge down here in Florida. Everybody wants it.
Oh, everybody's got pavers down there.
Yeah, right. For the longest time, people were asking, "Hey, do you seal pavers?" And I was stuck in the comfort zone. You know, 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago, we were stuck in that comfort zone where I didn't know how to do it, so I didn't want to entertain it, but I was leaving so much money on the table. So I went to a training, we learned how to do it, and now paver sealing is 65% of my company.
Yeah, I wish we had more up here in this area of Alabama, but we don't. We have a few driveways that may have them right at the beginning of the drive when you turn off the road, probably 3 or 4 foot,
right?
And maybe a border or something. But as far as it's full blown driveway, we don't have one. I had one in Huntsville that I went and looked at. They had a whole one, and he kind of didn't like the price on having it washed and sealed and everything. He said he thinks he's gonna wait another. He said, I think I get another year or 2 out of it.
So what did you do? You drop your price down to 89 cents a square foot and get the job?
Nope. I said, okay, when you get ready, call me.
Right.
He's one that we watched his girlfriend or his fiance's house, and he was there and pulled up in the truck. I mean, it ain't nothing fancy. It's just a flatbed truck, got machines thrown on it, and we got out. And of course, we was dressed, company shirts, logos on it, hats and everything. He's like, you the people that I want at my house. I said, why is that? He said, y'all look professional. I said, well, we try to be, we are professionals. I mean, we do things to honor the glory of God for first of all, and then we want to make you happy because you're paying us. So she's got a bunch of stuff running across this screen here. I can't read it. I can't tell what it is. She's moving too fast.
Wow, I thought that was you doing all that. I
ain't. That's a lot of doing that.
I was impressed for a minute. I was like, man, Anthony over here turning it up.
Yeah, that ain't me, brother. I wished it was. That's what me and Trudi was saying, that she does such a good job at all the background work, man. And I got to give props to her before we get off here. But anyway, Lana at Dab Marketing is one of the sweetest woman you ever meet. I mean, she's helped. She's run my Facebook ads. Asked me what my budget was. And I said, well, I really don't have a budget, which I usually just do Facebook myself, throw them on Facebook, boom, 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 boom. And so we sat down, we talked and everything. She gave me a price and I thought about it and I said, sure, let's do it. So she'll work within the budget of whatever.
Right.
You tell her if you got a budget of $500 a month, she'll set you up a plan that she's going to do whatever she can do for that $500 a month. And it's a lot of stuff that she throws out there and it helps. We've got jobs off of it and everything, but yeah, she does an amazing job on the back end of here. Does put a lot of work into the expo, behind the scenes that nobody ever sees and ever thinks about.
Right. Yeah, people think you just snap a finger and that show gets set up, but
no.
Literally 12 months worth of planning and hours and hours and hours put into it and setting up. Like there's so much that goes. If I was to put on just a quick day training with 12 people, it takes me a couple days to put everything together to get ready for these individuals. You know, like you're talking about hosting 4, 5, 6, 700 individuals. You have to figure out food, places. You got to get everybody set up on the schedule and the mapping and the apps. And I mean, it's
crazy.
A lot of manpower.
I think we took 2 months off last year. And until I got the phone call, and she said, we finna start. And I said, let's do it. And
Let's
then she calls me and we talked for me and Trudi talked. And she said, we're going to do a new podcast. And I said, you are? She said, we're going to do a new podcast. And I said, you are? And she said, no, we're going to. I said, oh, okay. So,
Panhandle baptized, baby.
So it's all good. I love it. I wouldn't take anything else for it in the world. I love doing my job. I love helping people, like we said before we got on here. Hey, Barry Little. That's another guy, man. A lot of knowledge. You ever met Barry?
Oh, yeah.
Crazy individual, man.
Yep.
His wife sells so many plants. I don't know why he even trying to wash for.
Wealth of information right there.
Yeah. He's a good dude. I give him props. Hats off to you, bro. But man, take us out of here, Phil.
All right. Well,
anything you want to add to what we've done capped over tonight?
No, I'm ready to wrap it up. I think everybody's had a great show. We had a great show. We'll give a shout out to my wife. I'm sure she's in bed waiting for me right now. She's probably wearing one of our competitor paver sealer company shirt because we love supporting everybody. She got a big old t-shirt that says conspiracy paver sealing on it. And I guarantee she's got that thing on right now because she loves it.
Well, you're gonna have to get her one that's got hardscape on there.
Maybe she just puts it on so I take it off of her.
Clean humor show.
That's clean. That's my wife, baby.
Oh man. But anybody, guys, get over to panhandleexpo.com, get registered for this event. It's gonna be an amazing time. We could sit here and we could laugh all night long, but we got families to go see and take care of. BRB changing. You said you'd be right back. You're changing. Oh, but anyway, Phil, brother, it's always good to have you on, man. A lot of knowledge. I think everything you put on Facebook, man, all the information that people gets to listen to, and we look forward to seeing you and your beautiful wife November. Be safe out there, man, and keep it between the lines.
Yes, sir.
I love you, bro.
I appreciate you guys having me on the show, and we'll see y'all in 16 days.
See you 16 days, everybody.